welcome to the video. If you are new here, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Janelle, and I make videos for beginner crocheters and provide you with simple crochet patterns and tutorials. So now that we're starting to get into the kind of winter holiday season, I wanted to do a Christmassy project. So we've got a very simple garland project today. So this project is super customizable. I am going to be doing mine in green, but you can of course do yours in any color that matches your decor. And then once you have the base garland done, you can add whatever you like to it. So I'm going to add a string of lights to mine, but you can add bows or ornaments or pine cones. Again, whatever matches your decor. And this project is super beginner friendly. It uses 3 stitches. So we're going to be doing chain stitch, slip stitch, and single crochet, and that's it. And then for supplies, all you need is worsted weight yarn, and I am using Lion Brand Yarn's Pound of Love in the color Hunter Green. But again, you can do whatever color you choose. I would just suggest an acrylic in a worsted weight. And then for crochet hook, I am using a 6mm or a size 10/J. And then literally the only other supplies we need are scissors to trim your yarn at the end, and then a yarn needle to weave in your ends. So I actually had to change my sweater today because I was wearing a sweater that was almost this exact same color, and I didn't want the yarn to blend in so much that you couldn't see what I was doing. So I changed to a red. I figured that still fit with the Christmas theme. Hopefully that will make it a little easier for you to see what I'm doing. But anyway, let's get into the pattern and I will walk you through the first steps. All right, so to start out, we're going to make a slip knot and put that on our hook. And then we're going to chain 10. And then we're going to create a loop by making a slip knot into our first chain. And then we are going to chain 200. So I'm not going to make you watch this in real time. So I'm going to do a little time lapse and then come back and walk you through the next step. So at this point, you should have a string that is more or less 6 feet long. Mine's a little stretchy, so it's gonna vary a little bit. And of course it is gonna depend on your tension as well. But at this point, if you wanted to make a longer one, you can just add more chains. Or if you want something shorter, then you would add less. And it's gonna be approximately 100 chains equals about 3 feet. So if you wanted a 9-foot garland, then you would do 300 chains. So for mine, I'm just doing a 6-foot one because I want it to fit along my mantle. So once your chain is the length that you want, we can move on to the next step. So the next step is actually the same as the first step. So we're going to add an additional 10 chains. And then we're going to skip the last 9 chains that we just made and slip stitch into the 10th chain from our hook. So we now have a loop on either side that will be used to hang the garland when it's done. We are going to work our way back down the chain. And we're going to do that in single crochet. So we're going to start by chaining 1 just to give ourselves some height. And then we're going to do a single crochet into the same chain. And then 1 single crochet into each chain until you get all the way to the other end, and your last single crochet will be in your last chain before the loop. So I'm going to work all of my single crochets, and then I will be back to walk you through the next step. Alright, so I've reached the end of my chain. I've got all of my single crochets done. And as you will have seen, my cat Stella has decided that she needs to be involved in this project too. So yeah, crafting with animals is always interesting. She very much likes to be involved. So now this is the point that things start to get interesting. The garland is actually going to start taking shape. So I'm going to turn my project, and we are going to work back down our single crochets. So to start on the next row, I'm going to chain 10. And then I am going to slip stitch into my first single crochet. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the next single crochet. And I'm going to chain 10 again. And then we're just going to repeat the process. So after chain 10, you are going to slip stitch into the same single crochet. Each loop is going to be a slip stitch, chain 10, and then slip stitch into the same stitch. And then you're going to move over to your next stitch and do the same thing. And we're going to work all the way down until the end of the row. So this part is pretty time consuming, but again, it's super easy. I would suggest just putting on some music or a podcast or something on TV and just work away at it. So I'm going to finish this row off camera just because it is really time consuming and you don't need to watch me do the same thing over and over again. And then I will jump back in when that is done. And at this point in the video, I just wanted to ask that if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, that you please consider doing so. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're enjoying this project, please give the video a like. Thank you very much for your support. So I'm nowhere near completing this row yet, but I wanted to just pop in and give you a little update, show you what this is looking like. So as you work, it's going to curl. And we want that because we want it to look full. So the curling means that your little branches, I guess, are going to be worked all the way around rather than just in a row. So if you're happy with the way this looks, you can end your project when you hit the end of this row. But when I get to the end of my row, I'm actually going to flip my project around. And I'm going to do the same thing down the other side. So just chain 10 and then slip into the same stitch, slip into the next stitch, chain 10, slip into the same stitch, slip into the next stitch, and so on and so forth until I then get back to the end of that row, and then the number of loops is going to be doubled and it's going to look really full. So because this takes so much time, I'm probably not going to get it done today. So I will work on this for the rest of the day and maybe finish it up tomorrow, and I will then hop back in and show you what the completed project looks like. It's starting to get dark, so hopefully you can still see this okay, but I just wanted to give you a little view of what this looks like with just the one side done with the loops. So honestly, it doesn't look too bad with just the one side done. So if you do get tired of chaining loops over and over and over again, feel free to just stop at this point because it already looks pretty cute just like this. So I am going to go ahead and do the loops on the other side as well, but I'm not going to be finished until tomorrow because this is taking quite a long time. So I will check back in when the whole thing is done and we can see the final project. So I've gotten down to the end of my row on the other side. So I'm just gonna trim off my yarn. And then slip that through my last loop. And then I've just got a yarn needle here that I'm gonna use to weave in my ends. Run these under a few stitches. And that's all there is to the main garland. So now you can do whatever you like to dress yours up. I'm going to add some string lights to mine, but again, you can add whatever you like to match your own decor. So I'm going to add my lights and then hang this up and I'll show you the final result. Here is my finished garland. I hope you enjoyed today's project. If you did, please be sure to give the video a like and leave a comment down below letting me know how you're going to decorate your garland. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.